empowerment for me. It just basically means no matter who you are, you can show your strengths. There is no stopping you.
My family got involved with Easter Seals because my middle son, Nicholas, had a stroke at 6 months of age.
He was life flighted from Normal to Peoria, and he stayed in the hospital for 8 days. And when we left the hospital, we had a referral to Easter Seals.
Through the prognosis, we've been going to them for the last 16, 17 years.
When I first walked through the doors of Easter Seals, I felt I was unsure, probably still in denial of what had happened, not know what to expect. It was overwhelming. But the way they make you feel when you walk through the door, they just kind of calm your soul. I am so proud of him because he always has a smile on his face. This kid has never complained about anything.
My advice to the dads would be to be supportive, to be open, to listen, to learn. You know, most of the time a dad's role is to fix it. And some things you can't fix. So, to just be supportive. That's what I would say to other dads.
My son is Jim Lewis. He was my firstborn. He was born in 2000. And the word autism wasn't even in my vocabulary hardly. It's something that I'd heard about. It was pretty rare. I didn't know a thing about it until it landed on my doorstep. And it's not been easy, but Easter Seals has been a phenomenal help toward that journey.
My name is James Glenn Lewis Jr. and I am 19 years old. I love being in the outdoors. I'm an outdoorsman. I love camping. I love fishing. I just feel like in the outdoors, I can just be myself. I don't need to impress anyone. I just want to be myself out there.
Camp empowers him because he learned directions on the hiking and he can look at a map and figure it out, and it's wonderful. And it just empowers him because there are so many opportunities in life that people think kids with autism can't do. But do you know what? Timber Point just smashes through that. This summer was the 14th year in a row. It is his entire high point of his entire year is his week at Timber Point.
I've been going to camp for a regular 14 years now. I've had some of the greatest years of my entire life there. If it weren't for everyone in Easter Seals, I probably wouldn't be where I am today.
You know, accept is a low bar. Don't accept, embrace who your child is, because we're blessed with them, and we've come a long way.
My name's Dusty. I'm the father of Deegan Castor. He's 10 years old. He's diagnosed with a rare connective tissue disorder called Loeys-Dietz syndrome. As a baby, he was born with his leg disconnected. So when he was a month old, he had surgery to straighten out his leg and get it going the right direction. In physical therapy at Easter Seals and other places, they started preparing us for your son not to walk. And that was at probably like a year old. And I was driving and I saw a kid pushing a grocery cart. And I ran to Toys R Us, I bought a grocery cart, I took it home, put it together, ran back to work. Like 3 hours later, his mom calls me crying. I thought I'd killed him. I thought he had pushed something happened. The worst of worst came across me. And she was just crying because Deegan was walking all over the house. And we took the grocery cart everywhere for 2 years. He pushed the grocery cart. That's how he was determined he was gonna walk. He was told they wouldn't probably be able to do something, and he was watching everybody else, and he did it. Deegan's going into his 45th surgery, and his whole, going to physical therapy is all about being able to be healthy to go to camp. That's it. Right away when I dropped him off, they knew his name. They ran up to him like, hey, Deegan, there wasn't much thought to put into it. He was in his chair and he was gone. But they just do what they gotta do to help him out, so he's included.
Connor is a 6-year-old boy. He is fun, energetic, sweet, smart, and he has a medical diagnosis of autism. We've been with Easter Seals for the past 3 years. We received speech, occupational therapy, and it's made such a difference in our lives. This past week, we actually had a really neat experience. Connor got to go to the football game, and the Elmwood Brimfield team had given him a jersey with his name on it, and Connor led the team out on the football field. But right before, one of the football team members looked at me and he said, "Don't worry, we got him." As a parent, that was just an amazing feeling. I can't describe it. As a mother with a child with autism, I fear the worst on a daily basis. I fear him not being included. And the gift that football team gave me as a parent means the world, because they gave me that gift, that Connor was accepted. No questions, just he's part of the team. And so I hope our community can learn from that.
Bryce is a gorgeous redhead. He's tall. He loves art and music and painting. And he is the first child to be diagnosed with autism at the Easter Seals Autism Spectrum Disorder Clinic in January of 2003. And since then, they have seen thousands of children. One of the really cool things we've done as a family is the Penguin Project, which is a theater group for individuals with special needs. In first grade, we went with some friends to watch Beauty and the Beast. My friend also had a son with autism, and she looked at me and she said, "Do you think someday Bryce and Jimmy will be able to be on stage?" And I said, "No, I really don't think so." As much as I love the Penguin Project, I could never imagine that Bryce would be able to sing and dance and act on stage. And then we both cried. And then last year, both of our sons were starring in Mary Poppins together. Bryce is starting his 7th season with the Penguin Project. So not only does he sing and act on stage, but he's had roles where he speaks. It's a fun time for our family. You know, I always say no one gets where they're going on their own. And we certainly didn't. I mean, it takes a village to raise a child, and Easter Seals has been a huge part of our village for Bryce.
To me, empowerment is your ability to take control, your ability to step up and step out and do things for yourself.
Inclusion, it means so much to me. Like, I'm not obsolete at all. Like, I actually have a purpose. I feel like I actually belong, like I'm a member of something, like part of a family.
And empowerment to our family means giving it all you got each day.